What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope everybody's having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. I can't complain. I need to change my calendar, though. I just looked up at my calendar, and my calendar still say December. I need to change my calendar. But I hope everybody is having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. We are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 14, and the name of the episode was called High and Dry. Okay? Now, was it a good episode? I don't know. It was all right. I think that, listen, I don't think that Bravo deserved the Massies. I don't think Bravo deserved the Massies. And we'll talk about it. I don't know how I feel. I do feel like that we have to give Angel grace. And I'll say it later on in the episode as well. But this is Angel's first season on the show. Okay? This is her first season on the show. And she is hosting a trip. Kiana has been on the show for 3 seasons. She never hosted a trip. You get what I'm saying? Jazzy has been on the show for 2 seasons now. She never hosted a trip. Stacey as well. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like we got to do better. But if I'm being honest, though, and I like Angel, if I'm being honest, though, I do think that the 35 miles away was a bit far. I do feel like that if we're going to host a trip and we can't be closer than 35 miles away, at least 10 miles. We need to go somewhere else, okay? But we'll talk about it. But before we get started, let's see who in here. Y'all, please like the video. If you're new here, please subscribe. Hype the video. Help me out. Now, I don't know what's going on with YouTube because sometimes when I get through with my lives, my chat don't be there. And I noticed that if the chat is not there, the hype thing don't work. You get what I'm saying? So I don't really know. But before we get started, let's see who in here, and then we're going to talk. Okay? Let me get to the front. Let me go to the front. Magdalene Lamar, what's good? Madison, what's good? Print Fires, what's good? I can't wait. This Monday is slow. Is it slow? It's been a long Monday for me too. Linda Marshall, what's good? Mism 01, Jamaica Sweet. Bravo does not deserve the Masters. No, they don't. Chelsea B, what's good? Monique is starting to show her true self. I told you she wasn't healed. Y'all let Monique see what happens with Monique is y'all give Monique a little pass because she got colored eyes. They not particularly green eyes, but they are hazel. You get what I'm saying? So y'all give her a pass. But Monique is that same girl. She ain't changed at all. What she is doing to Angel and Bobby is nasty work. And where Sunshine, what's good? Rosie Posey, what's good? I couldn't wait for you to take on last night's episode. I only watched it this morning, but I had to give myself some time. See, so how I process it, I don't know how other people do it, but a bad thing for me is I have to watch the episode with my phone down and not doing anything else. I can't just watch the show and take notes like normal people because I just feel like I'll lose the thrill of it. So I have to watch the episode, and then the way I'll do it is I'll write down what I remember about the show, and then I'll just watch the show again to make sure I have the like some of my words and stuff correct. But there are certain instances when I can watch a show. For instance, the episode of Married to Medicine, when they took Brittany Unicorn and threw it in the water and stuff, and they said that she was beat up on the plane, I didn't have to watch that episode again. I knew exactly what was going on. That's how I rate the episode, if the episode was good or not. If I could just wing it. I could pretty much wing it. I just don't be trusting myself sometimes because I remember everything. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know why I watched the show over again. But, I watched the episode this morning. I'll be asleep by the time the show come on, though. The Informed, what's good? Cameron, what's good? What's up with Kilolo and all this crying? She got to go. Well, they were trying to insinuate. So just so y'all know, I watched the show. I watched Watch What Happens Live, and I also watched the after show. They tried to insinuate that Kiana was on some drugs. At least Stacey and Wendy was trying to insinuate that she was on something more than some medication for the altitude. Because Giselle had gave her some medicine for the altitude, however, and they're trying to insinuate that she was on something more, and I don't like that. To me, I just feel like, and the thing is, everybody look like, oh, it may be just she maybe had an edible and this and that and this and that. Baby, that ain't. Don't put that on. I don't smoke weed. You get what I'm saying? And so don't put that on me. And just because some people feels like you know, weed ain't really that big of a thing, of a big of a deal. Everybody don't do it. You get what I'm saying? When I say I'm drug free, I'm drug free. Okay, but we're gonna talk about what they were saying. I got some super chats. Oh, thank y'all so much. Caribbean gal, thank you for the super chat. She say I was at my TV. Monique SCFU. She blew me. She blew your heart. No, I'm playing. But yeah, she really made me mad. And I'm gonna tell you what is so nasty about Monique. BPASP was good. She said, "Happy Monday, good boy." At this desk, not complaining. At least you at a desk, baby. At least you at a desk, baby. Rosie Posey. Laposey. She said, "Good boy, keep up the great work. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it." Okay. Q, thank you for the super chat. He said, "Monique talks too much, laugh at herself too much, and it's getting on my nerves. And that's not even the biggest annoyance. Tia needs to go. She needs to go. She needs to go." Shout out to Mariah. Okay. Again, y'all, we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 14. And the name of the episode is called High and Dry. Okay. So let me pull up my pictures. I got some pictures. Y'all be complaining about the pictures, so let me get the pictures, okay? So the episode, again, I watch What Happens Live, I watched the after show, and I watched the actual show. So if I say something and y'all didn't see it, if I say something and y'all didn't see it in the after, if y'all didn't see it on the show, maybe I'm getting it from the after show, but I know what I saw and I know what I heard, okay? But the episode pretty much started off where it left off with Giselle and Ashley saying that they had more information about Angel's alleged eviction, right? And so Angel asked what they needed to say. They said they had to say something. It wasn't their place to say. It wasn't their place to tell. Well, if it ain't your place to tell, then why are you talking? Why are you talking about it? If it ain't your place to tell, I can't stand though. Well, it ain't my place. You already started talking about it, so don't do me that. If you're gonna say what you saying, okay? So Angel said, "Look, I need to hear this before you step through my threshold, the threshold of my home. I'm gonna tell you right now. If we don't get this out, I'm shutting down. Because what isn't gonna happen is people coming to my home telling lies about me and spreading toxic energy on my property. Okay." So then we see Wendy. Okay. Wendy says that she knows a realtor who said that she was looking for a place that was $14,000 a month, but was only able and willing to pay $1,000.
Shut the up! You guys always.
Okay. Now she told Giselle and Ashley earlier in the season that the realtor told Angel that she wanted a place that looked like it was $50,000, but she was only willing to pay $2,000 or $3,000. Okay. Now she's saying that she wanted a place that was $14,000 and she was only willing and able. Heavy on the able. Because able implies that Angel is living beyond her means, which is comical. Because Wendy and her husband was arrested for fraud. And the prosecution says that they were accused of being substantially in debt and living beyond their means. Living beyond their means. They were substantially in debt and living beyond their means. Okay? And Angel said, I saw, I don't know where it was, Angel said that she's a homeowner. Okay? She owned multiple homes. She didn't say she owned 4 homes like Monique. I own multiple homes, and I would never do anybody like that. I believe in giving people the bang for their buck. Okay, so I would never tell nobody to move me in a house for $50,000 and give them $1,000, or move into a house for $14,000 and give them $1,000. Okay, so Angel is jumping and laughing, and she says, "Look, girl, my rent is $14,000 a month." Okay, and Angel said in the after show, "Girl, my storage unit for my business is more than $1,000 a month." My storage unit for my business is more than $1,000 a month. Okay. So now Wendy goes in confession. She says that the realtor had no reason to lie on Angel, and the realtor isn't even the only person who told her that.
Shut the up! You guys always.
Girl, y'all kill me with that. If Angel was working with the realtor, I'm not saying this realtor, if Angel was working with any realtor and it didn't work out, that realtor now has a reason to lie on her. Okay? It's obvious that Wendy is lying because once the lie was disproven, she now is adding more to it, right? Now she's not the only person that told me this. And what's really burning me up is when they was talking, Giselle is in the background saying, you know, well, she told you. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You was not there. You was not there. You don't know what was said. Because at this point, I'm sure that nothing was even said. So it's like, the thing is, these girls they don't know how to lie and they don't know how to do stuff, because now my thing is Giselle. My thing is now, my friend just texted me something. And y'all know I don't know how to act. I got my text messages on my thing. Okay, I'll talk about what I'm talking about tomorrow. But anyway, what am I saying? I'm sorry, my friend just texted me. Okay, yeah, you was not there, so at this point, we don't even know what was said. But the fact that Giselle is coming in and adding more to it, girl, you wasn't even there to know what was said, right? So if Wendy was supposed to have this conversation, you was not there. Why are you even talking about it? Okay, so Angel admitted to knowing that the realtor that Wendy was speaking of, and they took that to mean that Wendy was telling the truth. So Angel is damned if she do and she damned if she don't. Just because Angel knows the realtor and worked with her in the past, that does not mean that Wendy is telling the truth. Right? Does that make sense? She could have been working, she could know the realtor, and she could have worked with her in the past. That does not mean what Wendy is saying is telling the truth. That doesn't mean what Wendy is saying is true. And let's be real, on face value, when we look at the women on this show, if we're being honest, Angel will be considered the richest woman on the show or the woman with the most money on the show. To say that she's not able and only willing to pay $1,000 a month is ludicrous. That's ludicrous. Wendy is not a good liar, which is why she was arrested. This woman is a millionaire. You get what I'm saying? We're talking about a woman that's a millionaire, right? So my thing with Wendy is come up with a number that's better and people may believe what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? To say that the woman was only willing and able to pay $1,000. I'm only able to pay, that means that I don't have any more money. I'm almost, as in Monique new favorite word, depleted. I'm only able to pay $1,000. You get what I'm saying? That doesn't even make sense. These people are millionaires. And I've been telling y'all for years that Wendy is a liar and she is nasty. Y'all want to see Wendy as a victim because she's dark-skinned in every scenario. Y'all want to see her as a victim in every scenario because she's dark-skinned. Anything that Wendy does on this show and in life, y'all find a loophole for her to get out of it. Wendy's story has changed. It went from 50,000 to 14,000. Then it went from 25,000 to 1 and 2,000. Okay? When it was disproven, she tried to add more to it. Wendy is telling a flat out lie. For her to come out of the blue and tell a flat out lie like that when it has been done to her on this show is diabolical. It's diabolical. And Wendy is nobody's victim. She has given it as much as she has taken it. Wendy is not nobody's victim on this show. She's nobody's victim on this show. Okay? So then Stacey suggested they call the realtor, and Angel said, not right now, let me finish what I'm saying. And so Wendy looked at Stacey and said, now you want to call, but you didn't call TJ. And see, Wendy didn't like that Stacey suggested that she called the agent because she knew that she was lying, which is why she brought up TJ. And on the after show, everybody seems to think that just because a person doesn't call someone means that they're lying. Right? When Giselle never called Jamal and asked him, did he tell somebody that they was just filming for the show when it was brought up to the reunion a couple of years ago? She didn't go and call Jamal and say, Did you tell somebody? You know what I'm saying? Did she pull out her phone at the reunion when Monique had out the binder and said, oh, they said that you said that you, she didn't pull out her phone. Remember, Monique said that she said that it was, Jamal told a woman that he was messing with that it was just for TV and the relationship wasn't true. Giselle did not pull out her phone. Right? Ashley never called the man that Michael was sleeping with from Grindr. Remember, Michael was on the Grindr? Ashley never called that man. And better yet, Ashley never called the man who Candace said that she was going up, that Michael liked to leave Ashley at the house with Dean and go to the man's house and suck his dick. I don't remember Ashley pulling out her phone and calling Michael and asking him that, or better yet, the man. I don't remember them doing that. So I find it very hard just because the person told a lie about me, all of a sudden I got to call them in front of y'all to straighten it out. You get what I'm saying? Because if somebody lied on me, I would never call them in front of people while the person who lied on me is outside of my presence. Safe. Safe away from me. So they can repeat the same lie. You get what I'm saying? Like if you told a lie on me, let's just say Wendy told a lie on me. Well, let me say Big Titty Eddie. Let's just say Eddie told a lie on me. And I found out he told a lie on me. Why would I call Eddie where he's safe and not in my presence to call him again so he could be comfortable enough to tell the lie? You get what I'm saying? I would never call him because that would prove that he did. And even if he was in my face, right? I will meet him in person and ask him to his face, but and dare him to lie on me. But the truth of the matter is, whether I whoop Eddie ass or he beat my ass, people are still going to believe what they want to believe. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to make a difference. Okay? So, of course, y'all know that Angela said on she said on the Angela Yee show, what is it called? Way Up with Angela Yee and Watch What Happens Live, that she called the realtor. The woman said that she never had a conversation with Wendy. She said that she wouldn't put her commission and reputation on the line for that. And let's just pretend that the realtor did say that to Wendy. Because Wendy said it was her friend. So let's just pretend that the realtor did say that to Wendy, right? Why would Wendy get on a reality show and say this about her friend, who is a realtor, just to have one on Angel? Why would you do that to your friend? Because now it makes the realtor looks inept. You get what I'm saying? Angel and her husband are $1 million clients, baby. They are $1 million clients. Why would you get on a reality show and say that a realtor told you that about them so she could potentially lose her license, have other people not trying to buy from her? You get what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Wendy trying to have a moment. Yeah, she's trying to have a moment. Her mama said that she's attention seeking. The realtor, yes, Wendy is lying. I know. This is why she has charges. This is what I know. This is what I know. Okay? On Watch What Happens Live, it's also clear to me that Angel and Bobby aren't pleased in the way that the show was edited this season. I remember last episode when I said that Angel was still in front of them people's house with that suitcase. I think that Bravo edited the show to make it seem like that Angel was evicted. And I think they were in lockstep with Giselle to edit her that way, because Andy asked Angel on Watch What Happens Live, how come she didn't just get another Airbnb in the Potomac area? And she told Andy, she said, actually, I did get another one, which is why I was able to attend the Potomac and Ponies event and also Monique Sip and Reed event. We just didn't get a chance to see it. So I'm sure that they actually filmed it, but Bravo refused to show it. So they purposely tried to make it look like she was broke or in financial strife when that's actually Wendy's life. That's actually Wendy's life. And I keep telling y'all, this makes the show not fun, even when the editors are against you. So now we are... Not only are Giselle and Ashley and Wendy lying, we got the editors now in their back pocket. You get what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I told y'all earlier this season, Andy looked upset when Monique was on Watch What Happens Live. Andy looked upset because he said it made it seem like that Monique was doing all the apologizing and Giselle didn't take ownership of anything. And Monique had to tell Andy, no, it wasn't like that. You know, we sat there for some hours. But I think that Andy is starting to wake up to what is going on with Giselle and what is going on this show. Okay? I just think that it's essentially killing the show and the housewife brand as a whole because these are just blatant lies. And my thing is, this is why when Sharice was on the show, she was saying people with real wealth don't want to join the show. And at this point, I just hope that Bravo keep casting the fake money frauds who end up arrested instead of bullying women who have real money or real wealth, right? Because if they're going to ruin lives for ratings, let it be the scammers like Wendy that they platform. You get what I'm saying? Angel has not done anything to nobody for them to be doing her like this. No. They are going back to Colorado. They have a house in Colorado. They just bought a house in Potomac, Maryland. Baby, y'all giving Jizzy too much power. No, baby. The editors gave her too much power. The editors give her too much power. How are y'all going to say the woman was evicted from her home and not show? How could y'all forget to show that she moved into another place? And say that it ain't because of the storyline that they tried to cook up for the girl. How could y'all say that the woman lost her place and not show a woman who's a millionaire moving into a new Airbnb? How could y'all do that? How could y'all just conveniently forgot to show her moving into a new Airbnb? How does that happen? How does that happen? That's crazy. That's crazy. Is it my sound or that's just breaking up? Y'all let me know. Angel didn't let them film it. They filmed it, Naomi. They filmed it. That is so dirty, right? That's dirty. That's dirty. Like, how could y'all conveniently forget to show that and edit that out? So y'all wanted her to look like she was broke, which is why girl. Anyway, you hear me fine? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. No, they did not guarantee. Was you there, baby? You was not. You were not. Okay. So, Giselle is looking for a hotel because she doesn't want to share a room with anybody. Okay. Now, Angel is getting ready to leave. And Monique asked Angel how many bedrooms does she have in her home. And she was like, I got 6. And she was like, well, how come Giselle can't stay with her? Bitch, what? Because the last time Giselle was in close proximity with somebody's husband, she accused him of trying to get with them. She accused them of being a sneaky link. She accused them of trying to see if she was with it. Right? So no, Giselle will not be coming to my house with my husband and my children. Me Too Giselle will not be staying in my house with my husband and my children. Because if my husband get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go get him some water and see Giselle on the way to the kitchen and he speak, she gonna mistake that as him trying to see if she was with it, to see if she was a sneaky link. So my husband would not be in close proximity to Me Too Giselle. Not mine. Not mine. Not mine. Especially Ashley, no sir. Not victim blaming. Christmas Eve was accusing about Giselle. Yes, we're not doing that. She won't be staying in my house. She won't be staying in my house. Okay? Oh, let me go back. I messed up. Let me go back to I messed up. Okay? We have a mindful moment outside. My bad. We do the mindful moment outside. Okay? So they go outside doing the yoga stuff with Bianca. Okay? So Angel asked them, was it Bianca or Angel? Asked them to set intentions for the rest of the trip. I believe it was Bianca. And so all the women are doing it, complaining. Angel said, the women are, Angel is outside with the women, but she's not meditating with them. You know what I'm saying? She's just outside, but she's not on the ground. She's just watching. And so Wendy is in a confessional sitting up here talking about, well, how come she isn't meditating with us? How come we out here meditating and she ain't doing it? Because Wendy, if she was out there on the ground, there wouldn't be no room for anybody else. Wouldn't be no room for nobody else. So she came out there. It was the only the space was only, it was just a little bitty small space. So I feel like that if Angel would have came and got down there and started trying to stretch and meditate and stuff like that, and then a child downward dog pose, you get what I'm saying? She would have took up three spots. And so I just feel like that, you know, like she's there. Damn. You get what I'm saying? So everyone states their intention for the trip. What? Don't do me that. Everybody, listen. I'm on Angel's team, but she's a horrible host. We're gonna talk about it. That was nasty work, but that's the truth, baby. Those girls was squished in. They were squished in. She can't do anything right. Right. They just want to complain. Okay? So they asked to state the intentions for the trip. Angel said that she wants to get to know the women a little bit better. Kiana is crying, okay? Kiana is still crying. Jazzy said on the after show that she think that Kiana was crying because she thought that she was getting proposed to soon. And she thought that it was very overwhelming. That's why she was over there crying. When I tell you that Tia showed up and defended Kiana like a real sister on that after show, Tia defended Kiana like a real sister. Said, no, baby. She was crying because of the altitude, and that was it. That's what she told her. Did y'all watch the after show? Put a 2 in the chat. Tia showed up and defended Kiana like a real sister. They real close. Okay? And I guess I was wrong because it looks like Greg is not going to propose to Kiana this season based on what they said on the after show and based on what something that Andy said to Angel on Watch What Happens Live. He's not going to propose to her this season. Okay? So Giselle's intentions is to get a room with a bathroom. Okay? And Giselle is really upset that she doesn't have a good room with a restroom. But I don't feel bad for Giselle. Right? Stacey didn't have everything that all the other girls had. So to me, Giselle was not a perfect host. That robe and that toiletry bag meant everything to me. You don't go on no trip and mistreat nobody. You don't do that as no host. You don't mistreat nobody. So I don't give a damn about her sharing the room and not having her own bathroom. Okay? Now, I do understand Giselle feeling like every time she goes on the trip, she's stuck with the worst accommodations. But I think that she should look deep inside and see why that is. Because you behave horribly with all of the other girls on the show. You behave horribly with all the other girls on the show. Oh, I had a picture of them outside doing downward dog and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And look at the space. Like, let's be real though. Look at the space. You know, like, and y'all say that I'm being mean, but I'm not being mean. Angel can't fit down there with those girls. And that's just the truth of it. And it's not, listen, I come from a family of heavyset women. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to shame. I'm just saying we got to be realistic. We just got to be realistic. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just being real with you. Okay. So Giselle was looking for another room. She's not going over there with them. Okay. And then I think my other picture. Hold on. Share screen. What happened next? Let me see. Oh, okay. So Angel ended up leaving with Kay and Tia. Okay. So then Giselle, you know, Giselle is a real mean girl. Okay. Giselle asked Wendy, she said, so Wendy, are we calling the agent? And Wendy did not want to call the agent. You see a spot for her over there right in the middle, girl, but some people are going to have to move. If you seen the spot for her over there in the middle, that means that Monique and Wendy was going to fall off the balcony. Okay. So Wendy did not want to call the agent. She said it's not her job, but it is your motherfucking job. It is your job because you brought it up. You're the one that brought it to the group. So it is your job. It ain't my job. It ain't my job to go and clean up some shit that you brought to the group. You get what I'm saying? How is that Angel's job? Just because you brought some shit to the group. Y'all think just because Wendy got 4 degrees, whatever she say is right. Just because Wendy got 4 degrees, anything that she said right, you the one who brought it to the group. So if Angel said that she's not lying, why don't you call the girl and make sure that you ain't lying? Because you know that Giselle wanted to get that on camera, baby. Giselle wanted to get that on camera. But Giselle know that she ain't lying. Giselle just choosing to be obtuse and believe Wendy, even though she knows she's lying. Okay? Giselle said if she wasn't evicted, she wouldn't be so defensive. Just because a person wouldn't react the same way that Giselle would react doesn't mean that they're guilty. Right? First of all, Giselle probably has thick skin, right? And Giselle has been on a reality show for 10 years. And plus she has done side shows like, you remember her, Portia, and one of the Chastain girls had a show that used to come on during the pandemic right after Potomac. Then Giselle also did the girls trip show. You get what I'm saying? So she has created a thick skin with being on reality TV. Angel, this is her first season stepping in front of the camera. So she probably is going to be a little more sensitive to everything that you guys say to her. You get what I'm saying? And it's the same with Wendy. After Wendy first season in front of the camera, right? She went and had a complete makeover. She went and had a complete makeover. She went and got her face to look like a permanent filter. You can't even tell her and Ivy are sisters anymore. And I'm not saying that to be shady. I'm just saying that to say that everyone is different. And everybody reacts to things differently. That doesn't mean that she's guilty because she's offended that y'all are saying that she was evicted. I don't like that, okay? Now, Angel says, Angel is on her way to her house, and they say that she stayed 35 miles away. Angel, I like you, mama, but I will say this, baby. 35 miles is a lot. That is a lot, okay? She said that it was high season on the show, and she said that she couldn't find anything else. I do want to give her some grace because this is her first season and she's throwing a trip. However, if it was 35 miles away, baby, at a certain point, we're going to have to say, now, look, we can't be driving back and forth. You get what I'm saying? We can't host a trip in Colorado then if we can't really accommodate the ladies. If we can't really accommodate the ladies, then we don't got to go to Colorado. It's how I feel. I will say 35 miles is far. It's too far. I'm sorry. The hour and something away is too far. Okay? Monique said that she thought that they were staying in her house. And Bravo wrote the beautiful being footage of Angel inviting Monique on the trip. And Angel said that most of them would be staying outside of the 36 acres. So I don't know why you thought that y'all was going to be staying in her house when she said that most of y'all will be staying outside of the 36 acres. I don't know. I don't understand. It's so funny because y'all are lying right to the camera. And the crazy part about it's the veterans of the show that are lying, thinking that Bravo can edit it to make it look like they telling the truth, and they can't. They could do certain shit now, like not showing us that Angel actually moved into a new Airbnb catch. They could do that. But the conversations and stuff that y'all are saying didn't happen the way that y'all say that they happened. They didn't happen. 36 acres, baby. Every acre counts. 36 acres. Veterans get sloppy, right? Forgetting that they can roll the footage. Oh, yes, they forget. Okay. They said most of the magic on the girls' trip happened at night when Ashley is sexually assaulting everybody. I'm not saying this because I like Angel, but I don't like to go on a trip where I'm tied to everybody 24/7 or I'm tied to the group 24/7, right? I enjoy my alone time. And sometimes I want to go, and do some things that I want to do by myself. You get what I'm saying? So I would appreciate some of the time by myself. It's like they want her to be up under her 24/7. So the women are on their way to Angel's house, and I'm guessing that it is me neither. I need to take a nap to go into town, right? buy me some souvenirs for my family. Like, I just want to go do some stuff. And it's not for debate, because what happens is people want to rush you on what you're doing and why you want to go do this. I want to go get some incense. Damn it. You get what I'm saying? I just want to go do some stuff for me. Can I do that? Yeah. Okay. So they're going to, where am I at? Okay. The women are getting ready. Right. Reset myself. Okay. So the women are going to, where am I at? Hold on. Anyway, okay. No. Oh, so we see Angel House. Where we at? Let me go. Did I get a picture of Angel House? Let me see. The girls, Angel them arrive at her house. Let me see. Did I get a picture? Okay, no. Angel them arrive at her house. We see Angel House. Angel House is very, very nice. And so Angel is throwing a welcome mixer for the women. She's having an open fire dinner for the women. And it looked real, real nice. We seen her glam team. I don't got a picture of the house. But let me just put the picture of Monique up, because she next. I'm gonna get you, bitch. I told you I didn't like her. Okay, but we see Angel. Oh, I should have got the picture of her glam squad. Okay, the house looked nice. We see her glam team, and she just like Lizzo. She got all big everything. Her makeup artist is big girl. Her wardrobe stylist, big girl. Everybody, if she keep you know what I'm saying, pack of big bitches rolling around. You get what I'm saying? And I support it because everybody don't know how to dress everybody body type. You got some stylists that can dress you if you like real petite, if you big, and you know some people don't do it, but everybody don't know how to do it. And so I'm more willing to work with somebody who could really dress my body type. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that, you know, what's my girl name? She Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah is a heavier set woman. When she dresses feminine, I feel like she never looks bad to me. Whoever her stylist is, like, she never looks bad to me. And so I understand why, like, Angel got all big everything. All big everything. I love it. I love to see it. Okay. So Monique, Jazzy, and Stacy are all in the car together. Okay. And I guess Monique's son got sick. He had heat exhaustion, and her son told her, and she said that Chris didn't communicate with her. There's no communication with him. And he's bitter because he didn't want a divorce. Of course he didn't want a divorce, baby. He thought that you loved him, and you was only trying to get out that Durango. You was only trying to get out of that Durango. Okay? So Jazzy says, you know, no matter what's happening, Angel always seems to be emotional. No matter what happens, whether it's big or small, 100% of the time she's emotional. And Monique is saying, you know, there's something else going on, and I can confidently say that I've been in her shoes. I don't like this at all, y'all. I don't like this at all. She said it's a lot of pressure when you're doing it all. Doing what? Doing what? What is she doing? Angel is a housewife of Potomac, not Bobby. Bobby doesn't hold the flu. So if Angel is setting up a girls' trip, she should be able to handle that. That's just like saying that Angel needed to get down on the O-line with the Denver Broncos and block for the quarterback with Bobby. No, that's his motherfucking job. And my thing for Monique to compare what she was going through with Chris to what Angel is going through with Bobby, and we know that Chris was over there going upside her head, is some nasty work. That's some nasty work. Now that we know that man was over there beating on you and stuff, and for you to compare that to what she got going on, it's some nasty work. Especially if you don't know it for a fact. You don't even know that girl. You don't even know that girl to come up with that conclusion. You ain't seen no black eye. You ain't seen nothing. You haven't seen anything. And this is not giving healed. This is not giving healed. Okay? And my thing is, she's so defensive. Yeah, she may be defensive because she had an inkling when she was, because Stacey told her, girl, be careful, girl, because she get real defensive when you talk about Bobby. And she said, that's why. That's why I know, baby, she's defensive because I'm pretty sure that she probably had an inkling that joining the show, you women will attack her husband in some way because y'all always do. Y'all attack Sherman. They attack Charles Oakley over there, right? And at this point, from what we know about Bobby, his reputation to this point seems to be stellar, right? We ain't heard about no domestic violence issues. He ain't got no outside kids. He ain't fucking with niggas or bitches or T-girls in parks. You get what I'm saying? Nothing. He did the show to support his wife, and now he got a temper. He got early onset CTE. He's a horrible father, and he could be over there beating Angel with fistises and stuff. This is all the stuff that y'all have put out there about him just this one season on the show. Or if y'all didn't put it out there about him, y'all have insinuated it. What's it say? I put the CTE part. They insinuated he got CTE. What he got a bad temper? A bad temper is CTE. Rest in peace, Aaron Hernandez. Nasty word. Hey, AOD. Were any of his friends single? If they were smart, they would try to get with one of them. Bobby seems like a good man. Yes, he do. And see, that's what I thought. Okay? And this also shows to y'all that was, because I believe that Chris is over there putting his hands on Monique and beating her and stuff, right? This also goes to show that what Monique said in her book about Chris choking her through the door and stuff like that is real because she was allowed to say it. Right, she was allowed to say it on the show, and he wasn't. She didn't get no paperwork about it. Okay. Anyway, Angel, Wendy, and Giselle was in the same car. Wendy said that she's glad that they stayed. Baby, they stayed because they had to. Because they wanted to. They stayed because they had to. You could tell by Giselle's whole mood that she was upset that she had to be there. She wanted to leave. She wanted to leave. If she could have left, she would have left. Okay? So the ladies arrived. Okay? The ladies arrived, baby. The girls couldn't say nothing about the house. The girls couldn't say nothing about the house, baby. Ashley still tried to come up with something because the house was bad. The house was bad. One of the best houses we done seen on the show, especially in Potomac. Okay? So Ashley said, y'all got all this land and y'all don't got a house big enough for some of the girls? We did. Two of the girls. It was big enough for two of the girls. But we got something special for you. Come and get this cardboard box, bitch. I know you used to that just like your mama. Since you always got to open up your... I'm tired of your mouth, Ashley. You always got something slick to say. And your new confessional look, you look cheap. You look cheap in that new confessional look. Y'all all this land and y'all don't got a big enough house to host some girls, and we hosted two of them. Every time you and Giselle are around a man, baby, somebody tried to talk to you. So no, baby, you're not coming in here. Y'all not coming in here with my husband. Okay? And I must say, Angel seemed very welcoming. Ashley bought her some crystals. I would have threw them in the trash as soon as she gave them to me. As soon as she handed them to my hand, I would have thrown them down and busted them on the ground. Angel house looked nice. She also had the food looked nice. Angel also had an oxygen bar downstairs where they was like, not an IV, but the thing that you put on your nose and to get oxygen from. She had one of them. It looked really nice. Now, Angel had ended up introducing the women. Hold on. Angel ended up introducing the women to some men that was there. Okay? And there were also women there too. Remember, she got her Lizzo stylist. The mamas, they was there too. But I'm assuming that she had already introduced the mamas earlier. And so with the men, when she introduced them to the men didn't seem welcoming at all. Almost like they had an attitude. You get what I'm saying? They didn't get up. They didn't shake nobody's hands. And they didn't do nothing. It was like very, very awkward. It was awkward. Now, I'm wondering... Thank you for the super chat, Ace Club. What's good, my nigga? I ain't seen you in a minute. He said, what's good, Gabor? What's good? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay. And so, didn't say that JB Smooth looking ass man didn't want nothing to do with him. Right. I just feel like I'm wondering, is the guy, the dude that looked like JB Smooth, was that the net worth advisor? I think they said his name was Ben. Was he the guy that Angel was trying to hook Giselle up with? And he looks nice, right? But the whole interaction to me just seemed awkward. It would have made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel uncomfortable. You remember what Phaedra told Britt? Show yourself friendly, right? No matter what Angel told them about the girls, even if she told them anything at all, right? You still get up and you introduce yourself and you show yourself friendly. At least that's how I was raised. I was raised very Southern, like Sutton, right? You show yourself friendly. I remember the story about y'all. Remember the story about when Beyonce went to New York or whatever, and she was at the radio station with Miss Jones, and Miss Jones had been talking shit about her, and she tried to introduce herself to Miss Jones, and Miss Jones didn't like her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that you done said the stuff about me, but girl, I don't know you. You get what I'm saying? I'm still going to introduce myself and show myself friendly. Now, when I don't, right? That's etiquette. I was raised. You get what I'm saying? I was raised, and so I'm still going to show myself friendly. Now, whatever we do after that, it is what it is, but I'm still going to show myself friendly at first. Okay? Then we could tear this motherfucker down if you want to. Who? Okay? But I do, I think it could have been an edit. It could have been an edit. It could have been an edit, Jamaica Sweet. It could have been an edit. And again, if that's the edit, I don't like the way they're editing these people. I don't like the way that they're editing the people that seem to be close to Angel. I don't like it. Okay? So they get to dinner. And I forgot to tell y'all, when they came into the house, baby, Angel had a violinist. She had Bruce Lee in the foyer, and he was playing a violin, and he followed them. He was following them around the house, and even when they went outside, he was out there playing. Jackie Chan was out there playing the violin. Okay, and the food looks so good, y'all. The food, the salmon looks so good. The salmon looks so good. The macaroni and cheese looks so good. It looks seasoned. It just looks good. Okay, so Monique is saying, I like this version of Angel, and so a girl say, what's her name? Jazzy say, what about the other version? And Monique said, not so much. And Giselle was like, yeah, your energy earlier was whack. It was not the energy of a host. Neither was yours, Giselle. And so Angel was like, girl, I'm sorry you feel that way, but if you need anything, you can call me and you can text me. And so Giselle said, we are an hour and a half away. You couldn't have found us anything closer. And so Angel tell her, it's high season. Okay. And everything was booked up. Angel, I'm sorry, mama, that's unacceptable though. I will, Angel, that's unacceptable. Again, if nothing was close by, then we can't host a trip in Colorado. We can't host a trip in Colorado. An hour and a half of wait is too far. It's too far, mama. Okay? Then Giselle says, there's no water. The water was intermittent. And she said we was barely able to make it here. Okay? And I don't think that it was on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And Angel tells him that it wasn't purpose, that she wants to contact the homeowner. She said that it wasn't on purpose. She said this in a confessional. It wasn't on purpose. She wants to contact the homeowner, and she's not that type of girl. That everybody should have access to water, even Giselle and Ashley. Even though I don't think that Ashley will use it. I don't think she'll use it. I know she won't use it because Sheila didn't use it. I don't know about y'all, baby. I don't know no bridges that got running water under them. So Dan, Tia, and Stacey, Giselle say, look, we put y'all together for the 3-leg race. Have y'all resolved y'all issue? And so Stacey said, I don't have an issue with Tia. I don't know who she is. She said, I invited you to my family, and baby, you jumped on that hate Stacey train so quick. And you did. You did, Tia. She came to Arabella's swimming practice as if she was on the mission to solve something. right? She wasn't there genuinely trying to get to know Theo and Stacy. She was there getting information to bring it back to his big sister Giselle, the same way she did when she was over there with Angel. The same way she did when she was over there with Angel. Okay? Tia lies and said that when she asked Stacy about Chris, Stacy said, I don't know that man. You heard how she did the accent? I don't know that man. I don't know that man. And they wrote the beautiful being footage and she lied. She lied. They wrote the beautiful being footage and Stacy said that she knows him socially. And then all of the women at the table are saying that Stacy is getting caught in her lie. What is the lie? What is the lie? She never said that she didn't know Chris Samuel. She said that she didn't date him. When Ashley first asked her about him, she said that she adored him. I went back and watched the clip. She said that she adored him. He's a great guy and a great father. Okay? And so Tia said, if you're going to be a liar, at least be a good one. But baby, they rolled the beautiful being footage and you the liar. You the liar, Tia. Okay? So Monique is trying to get clarification and she learns that they was talking about Chris and Stacy before she even showed up. So girl, you ain't nothing special. The only reason why you here, oh, I got a picture. The only reason why you here, Monique, is to give to add to Stacy's storyline. See, Stacy is the reason for the season, baby. Stacy is the reason for the season. The only reason why you here is to help with Stacy's storyline. You are extra. You are extra. And so Stacy said, if it doesn't matter to the people at the table who it actually affects, why does it matter to you? She said this to Tia. And Tia said, because you're a liar and you agitate my spirit. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay? Then Tia tells Monique, she'll see it's documented. Why would I lie about that? I don't know why you lied about it, baby, but you did. I don't know why you lied about it, but you did. And I'm sure you're going to say that you misspoke. But baby, you lied. You lied. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Busy. He said, she annoyed me this scene. She annoyed me this season. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. I don't want to hear about no has-been, had money in the 80s and ain't got none now. What type of silly whore does that? Okay? And so Angel gives the itinerary for the next day, okay? She said they're going to be boarding a private jet to Aspen, and then they're going to go to Kemosabe. Remember, Kyle took the women to Kemosabe to go get them hats. Remember? When Kathy Hilton had a bitch fit? When Lisa Rinna ordered some the drink that Kendall Jenner got? Remember, there was at Kemosabe when Lisa Rinna ordered the drink. Kathy was trying to force her tequila down the girl's throat. And Lisa Rinna said, no, not me, bitch. I want to get Kendall Jenner's drink. Give me that one. And she left. And she left. And it was also in Aspen. Aspen is the place where Kathy called the DJ an old fucking fag because he wouldn't play Michael Jackson. Remember that? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And she went home and kicked holes in the walls and was stomping on her glasses and said that she'll bring Bravo down to his fucking knees. Oh, yes. 818, thank you, Shar. Thank you, Shar. Thank you, Shar. 818 is good to go spy on Mo. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. So the girls are getting ready to leave. They have the fireplace scene. Let me show Angel. Because Angel, y'all got Angel fucked up. Y'all got Angel fucked up. Okay? Yes, baby. Silence is golden. Silence is golden. They asked Erica Jane, baby, what did Kathy Hilton say? She took a deep breath and said, the DJ's an old fucking fag. Let's get out of here. I said, ooh. Woo. Okay? So they at the fireplace, they're getting ready to leave. And so Kiana suggested they stay with the girls the next night and have a pajama party. And so Angel said, okay, just let me check with Bobby because he's going to have the kids all day. And I didn't plan for him to put the kids down by himself. Okay? And so Monique said, oh, that's okay. That's just being the dad, girl. And Angel raised her hand like, bitch, hold on, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this. There is nothing wrong with considering your spouse. There's nothing wrong with considering your spouse. What happens is when stuff doesn't work out for other people, they don't want things to work out for you, right? Yes, Bobby is being a dad, but I still have to check with my husband to make sure he's not doing anything or having any plans, because I also did not plan to stay with y'all all night. I didn't plan that with y'all. So just like I'm changing my plans, let me check with him. Because I'm changing my plans for y'all. So let me check with my husband to see if he didn't have anything planned. He probably wanted to be with the kids all day, said, hey, I'm going to be with the kids all day. Later on that night, me and Ben might want to go smoke some cigars. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with considering your husband. Her checking in with her husband is not indicative of him being a bad father or going upside her head with businesses and stuff. Like, right, respecting your relationship and communication, right? It's like, and this is the thing, is like, you see this across all social media. You can't even consider your spouse nowadays. Oh, bitch, you considering that nigga? And I just would have left the kids with that, and you would have been over there a single mother. And you'd have been over there by yourself. We are partners, we working together. I didn't ask him if he'll be okay being with the kids all day and all night. I didn't plan that. So let me run down, let me run it by him that now y'all want me to spend the night. I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with it if push came to shove, but let me just consider, because it's probably a lot for him to be with the kids and stuff all day. It probably is a lot for him. Just like it'll be a lot for her. But Monique, you don't get to come and, girl, you don't get to, when you start allowing people to nitpick at shit, that's when your relationships start to crumble. And I love that Angel put their hand up, because the relationship is between two people. Don't let Monique fuck you up with your husband by saying they don't have a nanny. They probably do. Good boy, why can't Giselle do anything right with you? Angel threw a whack trip full of pettiness. Angel knew what the rental situation was, and she wasn't going to be inconvenienced with the sewage jump. I don't think that she knew that, Jay Eats. Angel did throw a whack trip. I don't think that it was full of pettiness. I don't think that she knew that the water situation, she did not know that the water situation was going to be what it was. She didn't know what it was. Now, I will admit that being an hour and a half away is far. But Giselle got the room. Giselle is really upset about the room in the restroom. And Giselle got the room in that restroom because the way that she has treated Angel this season. She got that room and that restroom because of the way that she has treated Angel this season. Okay? So she could do some stuff right to me. She just haven't done nothing right this season. She could do some stuff right. She just hasn't done nothing right this season. Even when she threw her own trip, she was being petty too. Cause I didn't see no I didn't see no SR on Stacey Road or on her toiletry bag. Okay? But I just want y'all to know that just because you consider your spouse does not mean that you're weak. It does not mean that he going upside your head with businesses and stuff. It doesn't mean that he's abusive or he's a bad father. You communicate with your spouse. You communicate with your spouse. And you consider your spouse. Don't let people think, you know what I'm saying? Don't let people try to, oh girl, it's okay. It's okay. My thing is this, Monique, if you really felt that she was over there being abused the way that you say that she is, why would you even say that to her? Why would you want to inflict more harm on her if you believe that Bobby was going upside her head with fists and stuff? Okay? So the girls end up leaving. I'm not gonna lie to her, she damn near kicked them out. She said, okay, y'all, let's go. It's time to go. Okay? Angel ended up talking to Bobby, and she told him the plan that the women wanted for her to spend the night at the other house, the next night, okay? And she said for her personally, if I have the opportunity to see my kids, I want to see my kids. And so Bobby said, you know, if you want to go, then go. It's going to suck. But do you want to do that? Do you want to go? And she said, no. He said, then that's what it is. So I don't see, yeah, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go, then go. Being with them hoes is going to suck. That's how I took it. But do you want to do that? And Angel gives me that she don't got to get out the bed if she wants to. And see, y'all not used to that. He considers her, you don't got to do what you don't want to do. I won't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what Bravo's talking about. Do you want to go over there and spend the night with them? You ain't got to. Because without this Bravo check, we're going to be good. See, my portfolio is really straight. My portfolio is really straight. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said Monique Angel loves her man. She didn't meet him living in a Bronco. They have a real relationship. It's called respect. R-E-S-P-C-T. It was a Durango. It was a Durango. A Bronco is what OJ when OJ off Nicole and he was on the run. That was a Bronco. Monique was living in Durango. Okay. So they go back to the house that night, and there's no running water. There's no running water in the house that night. Okay, and so the next morning, Stacy is the only person who had water. Okay, they said they was without water for almost 2 hours. And that the chef had came. And when the chef came, the chef knew how to turn the water on. Okay? So nobody contacted Angel and told her that they didn't have any water. Okay? The only way that she knew that they didn't have any water is because she called Jazzy to tell her good morning. Or she texted Jazzy to tell her good morning. And Jazzy told her, we got a bunch of angry women in this house or mad women in this house. And she said, what they mad for now? She said, because we don't got no water. Okay. And so on the after show, since Angel wasn't back at the house with them, they went back to talking shit about Stacey. So now Giselle and Monique didn't do it. But Giselle and Ashley them are now saying that Stacey breath was stank. They didn't have no water, and Stacey breath was stank, and she really needs to check that and get that together. It was even worse. Right. So now they back to talking about the girl breath. Okay. So Giselle says that she damn near had to take a whole bath, that the shower thing wasn't working. She had to get the water from the bottom part of the tub, and she damn near had to take a whole bath. And so she decides that she's taking over the trip, that they need better accommodations. And after they get back from Aspen, she's going to tell Angel that she failed. Okay. And so Monique let it be known, well, I'm not going to ask no questions. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to pack my suitcase and go. So they just going to automatically leave with what Giselle say, let's do. Okay. So Stacey goes back into her restroom and try to wash her hands, and the water is off. And she said, look, we need water as basic needs. Water is basic needs for us as Americans. Okay. We are Americans. These are our basic needs. Okay. So Angel, Kay, and Tia are on the way to the airport to meet the girls. Okay. And so Angel shares that Jazzy told her what Monique said about Bobby. Okay. She told her what Monique said about Bobby. Okay. And Angel said, listen, don't shift your experiences on me. Now, see, I don't know if at this point Angel know that Chris is going upside Monique's head with fists and stuff. Okay. And so she said the only similarities between Chris and Bobby is that they both played in the NFL. Okay. And so Angel says the ladies don't like to see someone else in a happy, healthy relationship. And so to imply, and she said, and I'm in one. And to imply anything else it's evil. No, Jazzy has two. Jazzy had no. So Jazzy, man, is not a NFL in the NFL. He's an NFL practice player. There's a difference. He's a practice player. No, baby, we know Chris Samuels. Okay. And so she said, you know, nobody needs to have Bobby names in their mouth except for me. Okay. So Monique is still in the back of the car. They on their way to the airport too. Monique is in the back of the car, baby. Monique said that when she was talking to Angel the day before, the Angel put her hand up. And when she put her hand up, I clocked that shit. That means that you're close to being depleted. Girl, what? I'm not close to being depleted, baby. She's not close to being depleted. What I got going on between me and my husband is our fucking business. You trying to tell me you over? Let me pull it up. Her hand going up is telling you wrong road. You clock that shit, girl. Please, wrong road. I got what's going on between me and Bobby. You trying to suggest something from me? You're not in my relationship. You're not in my relationship. I clocked that shit. That means stop, bitch. Right. Put your hand up means stop, bitch. Make it make sense, Monique. You can't make it make sense because she ain't healed. I can see the imbalance in the relationship, good boy. Something going on. Naomi, can I ask you a question, beloved? Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question, baby. Can I? Let me not do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Ask, beloved. You okay? Where's your baby father? Where's your baby? Where your baby daddy at? Let me know. Me and Angel want to know where your baby daddy at. That's what we want to know. I want to see the inconsistencies that you and Monique see. We want to see the inconsistencies, baby, that you see. I want to know. I want to know, beloved. Okay? And so Angel said if they come for Bobby, don't come for Bobby because I will crash the fuck out. Okay? And I want to see it. I want to see them crash out. Come up, Nene. I want to see the inconsistencies, Nene. Tell me the inconsistencies you see. Because when I watch the show, I don't even see he's great, and I'm saying I wouldn't want to be a guy like that. Angel is treating Bobby like he is the prize. And he's great. He's great. Who's great? I'm saying I wouldn't want to be with a guy like that. Angel is treating Bobby like how is she treating like she the proud? How is she treating him like he? Let me drop the link for you, Nene. How am I treating like? See, that's what I want you to get out of there, baby. I don't know what y'all do in Canada, but baby, I'm being considerate of my spouse. I'm being considerate of my spouse. How is that treating him like he the prize? He gonna be with the kids all day. I'm the prize. He with the kids all day. How am I treating him like he the prize? Beloved? Is Bobby not a prize and he treats her as a prize? I'm trying to understand. They seem balanced to me, right? How could y'all not see that? Georgia, the people told y'all to see that, Georgia. It seems like they both value each other. Let me see. Hold on. Come up, Nene. We got 5 minutes. Y'all opposed to her. She'd like to come in from a married woman. Thank you, Malia. Very balanced to me, right? I've been with an athlete. They are fucked. You can't say that for everybody. Every athlete, though, Nene. Big Chris was over there going upside Monique neck with fistises and stuff and trying to choke the girl off balconies. Y'all see 2 seconds to decide the man is angry and abusive. Y'all believe in Ashley and Giselle? I like Bobby and Angel. They love each other for real. Right. Not all athletes. A marriage is a partnership. Why wouldn't she say? That's all I'm saying. All the girls said, but I can see if she would have said, now y'all would have a point if she said, no, I can't go. Bobby ain't gonna let me go. Bobby ain't gonna let me go. She didn't say that. All she said was, I gotta check in with Bobby. Because he's gonna have the kids all day. And Bobby holds the financial cords. Angel seems scared. Wow. Baby. Y'all got those meta glasses on today, baby. Y'all got y'all meta glasses on today? I need to go get me a pair. Because my contacts don't seem to be working. Nene, you coming? Especially having the kids all day. I never say, come up, Nene. He's not happy. Who's not happy? Right, like when Portia was married to Cordell, that's not what she was saying at all. This is the same man that disrespected her dead mother. There is something there. Amy, girl, come up and explain. Did he disrespect the dead mother? No, baby, listen. Baby, if I was a husband, y'all couldn't get me to join a reality show. Baby, y'all couldn't get me to join a reality show the way y'all get to going on, baby. A nigga can't do shit. People have been in so many toxic relationships, they don't know what a normal relationship looks like. Angel had her own career before Bobby. She wasn't in Durango. Right. What's wrong with respecting your partner? I think he's unhappy with the way the women are treating Angel. Exactly. It's probably hurting him to see them mistreat her. It is hurting them to see him mistreat her. He even said it on Watch What Happens Live last night. He said that it's hurtful to see the way that they treat Angel, especially when her life every day is what these women want to be. She is really living what they want to be. And I feel like they bullying her for it. It will hurt any spouse to see, because me personally, I wouldn't even, how Wendy them was trying to be like, oh, hey, Bobby and Giselle, them trying to speak to Bobby and shit after what y'all done did to my wife. Girl, please. Thank you for the super chat, Chantel. She said, Bobby barely said 2 words all season, and people already sending Angel to divorce court. Right. And saying that he going upside their head with fistises and stuff. I don't know any spouse who would vibe with someone. Did y'all see Bobby? Yeah, I saw Bobby on Watch What Happens Live. What's good, Richie B? I'm confused. Come on, Gabor. You can see it from space. The marriage is good. But this show is going to mess it up because he doesn't like it. I don't think that he doesn't like it. I think that he just doesn't like the mistreatment. I think that he doesn't like the mistreatment. Oh, Nene, I was just playing, Nene. I promise you, I was just playing. But if y'all want, I was just saying, come up if you want to talk about something. If you want to come up and talk about something else, we can talk about it. I was just playing. You don't have to prove that. I only was just joking. I promise to God, I was just joking. Bobby wants to curse them out for real. Now, I believe that Bobby, Bobby homeboys or whatever, they feel like, to me, they seem like they was real mad. Bobby said, fuck Giselle and her necks and her stove pipes. I dropped the link, Amy. We got 3 minutes. Let me see. Now y'all know Naomi, my sister now, so be careful on my sister now. Good boy, you're singing a new tune with Angel now. I smell a stunt. You smell a stunt with me? Baby, I had Angel back since day one. I feel like that y'all don't like Angel because she a big girl. And I've been telling y'all that since day one. Some of y'all be fatphobic and don't know it. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Which is why I go up for Lizzo. I go up for the big girls. Don't do me that. Hold on, let me get my time, Amy J. Give me a second. 90 seconds. Give me a second. And don't cuss. Okay?
Oh my God, I got a timer. Okay, cool. No, I'm not against Bobby. I really am not.
Hold on, but we can't be up here for 3 hours. That's why we got
I know that. I know that. Okay. I'm not against Bobby. I just see some things, but I wouldn't move about it the way.
What do you see, beloved? What you see?
He just gives me he's a lot of work.
Like what? What you mean?
Like how Tamar said, this man right here
Mm-hmm.
is a whole lot. I get that from him, and I get she moves kind of scary. I'm not saying the way everybody's like putting him on like this pedestal. I'm like, this is the same man that disrespected her dead mama. I just don't get this big old like hurrah who he is, but I do think he's trying to look a certain way on camera. And I think that should be, given some consideration when it comes to the husbands of all these shows. Like,
Mm.
don't put too much on him. But at the same time, I do see some things with him. He looks like he got a lot going on with him.
But you got when you say he got a lot going on with him, you only said that he disrespected the dead mama that
The stuff
like
even coming
it
out his
wasn't disrespect.
mouth.
What, tell me
When
if
she
it's a
said that
lie.
story, he was like, "Your mama ain't here now." It's like he gives this very
That's
disrespectful.
only mama. That's what I'm
But
saying.
he looks like he don't
Maybe it's been
mince his
60.
words.
It's
He
been
looks like he
65.
says what he feels.
Give me an example. It's 65. You saying he looked like you ain't saying that he's saying it, baby.
Well, he doesn't
It's
mince his
been
words.
it's
He
been
doesn't.
73. It's been 63, 70, 75 seconds, and you
I
haven't
just
gave
told you he doesn't
you
mince his
only get
words, like
you've
how
been
he got
giving
at the
you gave one
females.
example the whole time, my mama.
Don't
You
come to me like this,
I'm
Gabor.
not.
I'm
I'm
being
just
honest. He
baby. I'm
doesn't. He doesn't. He gives me the Chris vibes, like Chris gave me the vibes that he's annoying,
Chris.
and he is a lot to deal with. That's what I got from him.
But just because you got Bob's beloved, don't mean that it's true.
So you're gonna hang on the hill that he's a good man, Savannah, all the way down to the T to the bone.
And we hadn't seen that he wasn't.
I don't get Eugene from him. I get a person that's really nasty to deal with. That's just me.
You don't get Eugene from him because you don't get Toya from her.
No, you don't have to have a Toya to have a Eugene. Eugene just has a really agreeable personality type. I feel like he is a person that probably makes it hard to be in his space unless you're following what he tells you to do.
Okay.
I do like a rough. I like an aggressive man, but he seems like he's hard to deal with. He's worth millions.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
So you saying because of a man that's worth millions, they hard to deal with?
No, I say a football player who has CT, who could possibly have CTE is a lot to deal with. Who's retired? Who just retired?
Possibly CTE. Wow.
Well, I didn't say he was whipping her ass. That's two different things.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying he
saying,
probably
but
got a temper.
CTE is basically saying murder or committing suicide.
No, I just see a person who has a temper. I mean, I didn't even know Chris was
Wow.
beating. I didn't know Chris was beating Monique. I just thought Chris was a lot to deal with.
Okay. Yeah, he
I'm
is a
being
lot of
honest.
literally, baby, and physically. But all
That.
right.
Thank
Hold
you.
on, hold on. Okay, stay. I'm gonna do it at one time, and then if we got enough, if a lot of people don't call up, we're gonna come back up. What's good, Richie B?
Hey, I'm just
What's
gonna stick
good?
to the question at hand.
Go
I
ahead.
think that if y'all would see Bobby on Watch What Happens Live, you would he he defended Angel because Andy was like, it seemed like y'all didn't, see it for the girls at the barbecue. You or your
Mhm.
friends. He was like, it's hard to see Angel with these girls and basically them just ripping her apart. And I'm not okay with that. And I do think him saying like, she's living how they want to live, or that. But overall, I feel like we got one scene with him saying, "We get there when we get there," and that's the truth. Y'all keep calling. We'll get there when the fuck we get. We already told you we'll be there in an hour. Like we can't go
Mhm.
any faster. Number one, and number two, um, that doesn't make him abusive. Like it's like just how y'all trying to do Timo. He doesn't want to come. He don't nobody want to be around you bitches. I'm sorry for cursing.
You good?
Don't
You good?
nobody want to be around y'all. Like and look what y'all do to husbands. And I've been saying this. Like it's not abusive if a man doesn't want to be around y'all. I don't see where y'all getting this abusive. Now he got CTE. Like come on y'all. Like he wasn't even on the show like that, and he's being very supportive. Like even in the beginning, like being on camera with her and moving. He got a whole house in Colorado. Him buying another house so she could be on the show. Like I get it like a different energy that's actually welcoming from him, and I hope it ushers in a new type of husband that's not going to play with you girls the way that y'all keep playing with these people husbands like this.
And he also Richie B. I don't know if you saw it, but on the Angela Yee way over Angela Yee, she said that when she talked to Kay and Bobby said we'll get there when we get there, that was actually the third call that she got. She said
See,
two other people had called her before uh, he said that.
see. I figured that because why would he just say we get there and it's not abusive? You could tell they was calling him because they was acting like where's Angel, and y'all just wanted Angel there to embarrass her just like y'all wanted Stacey there to embarrass her in front of her husband. And Tia, why are you at the golf thing with Stacey asking her about what's the other boy named TJ? Like you so disrespectful on so many levels. Like but I told you I'm just gonna stick on the question you asked because I know we got the timer today.
Okay. Thank you. But you said what when she was at the golf course? She asked about.
Remember when Stacey invited her to come meet Timo? Stacey, you really sat up here and asked me about TJ. Wasn't they at a golf course or tennis course?
Oh no, they was at swimming.
Oh, well, whatever they was doing. You came over here. My husband is here, and you're asking me about TJ. Like, what is that?
Nothing. She came over there. I felt like that she came over there like she was trying to haze the girl. I don't feel like that she was genuinely there trying to get to know Stacey or Thiemo.
Absolutely
I feel like
not.
that she came there to try to get some dirt to go and bring it back to Giselle, like she did when Angel told her that she was getting evicted or getting put out the house, or she had to find a new spot.
Right. She couldn't even get out the parking lot of Angel's house before she was calling Giselle. And Stacey, I mean Tia, you at the dinner with Wendy. Oh yeah, what you call me invited me to meet her husband, not you. Like you just starting stuff, and I don't know see why y'all don't think why to go see an Angel. Let me know if I got enough time to.
Okay, we're gonna go to somebody else, then we're gonna come back. All right. What's good, Q?
So I'm trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
We got a problem with Bobby, who barely say cat dog the whole season. But then we got a problem with Greg because he was showing up for Kiana, but he wasn't being supportive. Joe ain't got a man. Ashley ain't got a man. Eddie damn near ran off when old boy walked up to him.
Yeah.
But we got a problem with Bobby.
Yeah.
Right? Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Okay, thank you. Now Bobby got CTE.
Bobby got CTE. He going upside Angel head with fists.
Yeah, he over there beating on Angel and stuff. Like, what y'all want from Bobby? Yeah, like what y'all want from Bobby? They disrespecting his wife. He not feeling it. So what y'all want from Bobby? I wish Bobby cussed their asses out, but I guess that'd be abusive too, though, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what they want from Bobby. Then if Bobby was doing too much talking, then y'all would have a problem with it. Bobby ain't saying enough, y'all got a problem with it. Bobby said this, oh, he evil, this and that. Bobby ain't do nothing. He was on Watch What Happens Live last night. He was watching the game on his phone. He spoke when he was spoken to. It is what it is. Everybody don't want to be on TV, but he's showing up for his wife. Bobby already made his money. Like they good over there. So I don't get what the problem is. And yes, he is correct. She is living the way that y'all want to live. That's why I keep going at her. So I don't know what the problem is. I think Bobby cool. I mean, I don't find him attractive, but I think Bobby cool. That's her man. It is what it is. And I don't know, Monique, you and Angel not the same, mama. You ain't had no bid when you met Chris. Angel had a whole career. Yeah, not the same. Stop projecting your ways on Angel. Oh, she's depleting. No, this conversation is depleting. You laughing at your own jokes. You laughing at yourself in a confessional is depleting. Chris is over there whooping your ass. Me and Bobby good over here. Until we hear different, we good over here, Monique.
Remember when Chris took that liquor bottle at her house and got on his knees like they told him to mimic Monique, and he got on his knees with that big old liquor bottle?
Yes. She had to get out the Durango some kind of way. She had to get out the Durango some kind of way.
But if somebody said that back then about Monique, baby, child, we can't. I can't. Go ahead.
That's it. You know, I don't want to say too much when I do mine because I can't. Monique, this episode, I was like, I don't know why Monique came back to the show. This projecting on Bobby's this and then she was like, you're talking about something that you have no idea about. You barely know Angel. Do you even know Angel's last name? You barely know anything about Angel, and now you see all these similarities. Mama, you don't see no similarities in me and you.
Sure.
It's real money over here. That's it.
All right. Thank you. Coco Marie said, GABOR, check. Please check their interactions when he gave Angel the canned drinks. It will tell you all you need to know. He was holding, how she pronounce it, Dina? Gaia. He was holding Gaia. He went and got 2 energy drinks and he gave them to Angel. And she grabbed him. She said, "Thank you, baby." And he looked like he nodded off and he had his head on top of Gaia's head. And she looked like she was holding a tablet. And they walked off. What interaction? What interaction did we see? What interaction? Thank you for the super chat, Kiana and Maya. Roblox game. She said, "You think that little catfish story was bad? Angel need Bobby to handle Giselle. Giselle will go mute if Angel get on her. Yes, she will go mute." Thank you for the super chat, Kiana. I appreciate it. Richie, you got an echo. All right. What's good, Amy and Key? What y'all want to talk about? We got 5 minutes.
No, I agree that we did come too hard with the judgment, but I still
It's
think
okay,
there
baby.
is.
Everybody
But
got
I didn't. I still think there people need to be watching Bobby. There is an exit plan for some women when they come on these shows to leave their husbands. So I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. You guys are acting like he's the best
Amy.
thing to. I'm being honest. Y'all make like he's the best thing to slice bread. But I wouldn't be surprised in a year if
It's
she's like,
not.
me and Bobby are divorced, and I'm like, well, I seen it.
I'm
I'm
It's
not
not
not.
trying to
saying
be
that he's the
It's
best.
mean.
not that we
I'm
making him
not
the
saying
best
he's
thing.
the best thing
Since
since sliced bread. I'm just saying y'all really believe that he over there, going up.
I didn't say he was beating her. I
Okay,
you said he
well,
did
has
say he
CTE.
seems like he's a whole lot of work. I'm being
What makes you?
honest.
But what makes
being
you?
in any relationship where you have to constantly consider another person is a whole lot of work.
Yes.
You just can't get up and do what you want to do.
No,
You
he
have
seems
to.
like a prima donna and he cannot stand the cameras not on him. And he seems like he's
But
annoyed
You
where are
with
you
can't
this whole
stand.
getting?
process.
Where are you
I'm
getting
being
this?
Do I
honest.
have enough
He's
time
used
to
to having
expose
all
how
the
quick the board?
attention
Let me
and
ask
he's
a question
acting
real
out.
quick. Where are you get like what episode did you watch or what interview did you
All
watch
of
where you're
them.
getting all of this information? Even with the whole him having CTE, even with the whole she got an exit plan when these women come on this kind of show, like, huh?
I'm saying that is one of the exit plans for some people to come on. Y'all telling me y'all might watch reality shows with housewives and every
But we
season
talking
one of the
about but we
housewives
talking
leaves
about
their
Bobby and
husbands?
we talking about Bobby and Angel though.
Yeah, and she gives me the
But Amy,
prototype. That's
why?
what I'm
Just
telling you.
because that happens doesn't mean it's
Well,
going to happen to Angel. If
Oh, well,
Hey,
let's
anything,
just hope that
hold
hold
this
on,
on,
man
Amy.
is
y'all.
Let
Let
me
me
all
let me
y'all
invite.
say
say
this.
he
Let me
Hold
is.
say
on,
this.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me invite Nene up here real quick. Nene, I promise to God I was just joking with you. I hope you didn't take offense to what I was saying. I promised I was just joking with you. But go ahead. Yeah.
Angel, when they in the beginning of the season, am I still got to? Do I need to switch phones? I got to echo.
No,
No, you
no
can.
more.
Okay. So in the beginning of the season, when Angel was crying about something, she called Bobby. He comforted her. To me, the vibe I get that I don't want to use the word codependent, but they're very like kind of like they're here with their marriage. Like they're on, like I'm not getting any bad vibes with that. They're like their marriage is solid for real. For real. I don't think that we're used to seeing that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like she depends on him and he's very very supportive of her. I'm getting different vibes to him. Yes, he's probably don't want to be, if he didn't want to be on camera he wouldn't have came to watch What Happens Live. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he wouldn't have had that party, he wouldn't have invited his friends, he would have just got ghosts. Like it's a different vibe. Like I don't it's just because we see that happen like with Bronwyn or whatever, you could it doesn't mean it's gonna happen with Angel. Now, as much
Mm-hmm.
as I don't see it for Angel, I don't see that about her marriage. I do see that about her marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I
and the
just
other
see it in a
thing is
different
this.
light. I'm
The other thing is
sorry.
this.
Y'all don't know because I know Richie don't really see it for Angel.
This the other thing when you in a relationship with somebody and your
Mm-hmm.
wife come home from filming and she let you know, baby, they didn't call me a catfish, they over there saying we didn't got evicted, they saying this, they saying every time I turn around they doing this and doing that, he gonna start making opinions about them and it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
start irritating, like damn, I really can't go off the way I want to because the Amy J's of the world's gonna say I'm abusive, right? So
Right.
it's
Exactly.
like what he's supposed to do, he ain't feeling it, but he's showing up.
He's supposed to know
He's
that.
showing up for his wife. He on the camera. He having scenes. He doing everything possible, and y'all doing the same thing that y'all did to Greg. Oh, Greg is not, he not being supportive for Kiana. It's like the man showing up and filming, and everybody don't want to be on camera.
He showed up. His mama showed up. His brother showed up. He brought the
Okay, my
family
last
into his
point.
house. Okay, hold on. Let me read these super chats real quick. I want to say Kwame said, "Look at Bronwyn. Bronwyn man don't want to be on the show at all. He always seems cantankerous every time we see him. So I could see that with Bronwyn. I just don't see that with Bobby. I can't let y'all put that on another black man. Jay is game. Jay is a gem said, I love. Thank you for the super chat, Jay is a gem. She said, I love my sisters, but some guys was raised properly. Let's let that man live. And nope, not a pick me. Thank you for the super chat, Jay is a gem. And I appreciate it. Thank you for
But
the
you
super.
see,
Hold on. Thank you for the super chat, Gene 007. He said, I don't care what anyone says. Bobby is dangerous. Gene, thank you for the super chat. I think that you forgot to put on the football field. He is dangerous on that field. But go ahead.
that was it. Just like y'all said, like she calls him. Remember, she
Mhm.
came back and was like, "Oh, he gave me $5. Like, what's he giving? Like, are you a kid? You don't have five.
Amy,
I'm not trying to be mean, but like, I like getting money, but you don't. That the way she even expressed it shows there is a power dynamic in their relationship.
it just showed.
Y'all
It
ain't
just
see
showed.
that?
No, it just showed that y'all
No.
not used to that kind of stuff. It just showed that you ain't used to
Oh,
Yeah,
men
what's wrong
giving
with her
money
listen,
in the
husband giving her
past.
listen. If my
5,000?
But
man was like Bobby and he
That's
was giving
all.
me five
That's
thousand dollars,
all.
I would
It's
enjoy
okay.
it too. But I wouldn't come to
It's
the
okay, babe.
show.
It's okay, baby.
This
Y'all
is
see how she's breaking down like
Housewives.
that. She's used to being like treated like a child. This is
This
why it's
is
hard for her to stand up for
Housewives.
herself.
okay. What's good, Erica Tillman and Lovely Mo? What y'all gotta say? Go ahead, Erica. What you want to
Hey,
talk?
Gabor, how are you? Can you hear me?
I can. What's
Oh,
good?
oh, good. How are you from DC? I just wanted to say, with this whole situation with Angel, I do understand that a lot of people may be picking up some other things about Angel and Bobby's relationship, but my question is, what does it have to do with how the girls are treating her? I think
Mhm.
sometimes we get so thrown off by everything else that we see, and we're not focusing on what's really going on. We've seen all season that Angel has not been fully comfortable with the cameras. There are often times where she's given us where she just really doesn't know what to do, what to say. And I just think that this is another kind of like situation where sometimes when she's talking to Bobby, I think sometimes she is a little uncomfortable because I kind of feel like Bobby is looking at her like you're kind of like being a doormat and you're acting phony. Bobby knows the real Angel too. Although
Mhm.
we don't know what's going on in their relationship, Bobby knows her and he's probably looking at her like, why are you not stepping up? Why are you not checking these ladies? You're walking around here being scared. And I think Bobby's getting a little upset with her, not just because he wants to beat her or he's so pissed with her, but he's
Mhm.
looking at her like, Angel, I think you can do better. And I think you're just being a sucker. I think you're being a punk and you're letting them get away with stuff that they shouldn't get away with.
You're right, because remember when they first went out to eat, not when we first saw them, but they went out to eat, and he told her, he was like, you're gonna be getting hazed and stuff, and she was like, oh no, I'm not that girl to get hazed. And we looking at it and you getting hazed. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
we see you getting hazed every time you turn around.
Right,
So
and it's not good. And I think Bobby's just getting tired of it. He can't listen. We know how men can be, especially when they love and care about you.
mhm.
Bobby is at the point now, he probably wants to curse those ladies out. He can't do that. He won't step over the line. But Bobby's getting tired of them. He doesn't want to be around them. He doesn't want to talk to them. He doesn't want to really deal with them. And he's really getting tired of Angel dealing with them. So I just think that that's what it is. Let's just keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is that these ladies don't like her. They have mistreated her.
Mhm.
Regardless of what the relationship is with Bobby and Angel, they don't like her. And that's what we
Mhm.
need to focus on.
Thank
You're
you. I
right. You're
appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.
You
What's
got us
good?
together. Thank you.
What's good,
Yes,
lovely
ma'am.
Mo?
You
What
are
you want to
welcome.
talk about?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, okay. I thought my phone said. But this season is so tired to me because Wendy is so disappointing. Like, girl.
Mm.
I forgot about Wendy. What's
She
going
always
on?
been disappointed. What's different this season?
What did they do?
Bloop. I mean, she was cool last season, but all the people saying Wendy's having such a good season. I'm like, no, she's not. She looks corny.
Yes, she does, because she wanted to join the only thing that y'all liked about Wendy, let's be real. The only thing that y'all liked about Wendy was that she was going against the Dondada, which was Giselle. That's the only thing that y'all liked about her. But now since she's under Giselle's wing, y'all can't stand her no more.
Yeah, they just all look so tired to me, like
Hmm.
Giselle. And then I just hate that Giselle, you're supposed to be like the mom figure, because Karen
Girl.
was that, but
Was
it's just
grandma?
like, yeah, but Giselle's only like 4 years
Watch.
younger than Karen.
Hmm.
That's true. She's
Seven.
not that much younger.
7 years.
Oh, 7? Oh,
Hmm.
well,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not that
Okay.
much. Still
They're
though,
the
she's
same
supposed to be like a
generation.
mature figure. And she's not. She's just so mean girl. And then like I just hate that they're trying to act like Angel is broke. And then Monique. I
Right.
can't stand Monique. Oh,
And then
like
Wendy, old whack ass, sitting up there talking about some, oh, it ain't my job to call the realtor. Then why did you bring it to the group if you wasn't gonna call her?
Exactly.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
Ashley just needs to go. I don't even want her as a friend of. She can just go.
Yeah, she can go.
Yeah, she can. She could be a friend. I want her as a friend of. I
For
want her as a
what? What
friend
would
of.
she bring as a friend of?
Just
Drama.
less sexual
A
assault.
mess.
And can
Less.
I just say,
She can
I
start a
just
pot
want
when
the,
they need her to, but outside of that, she really doesn't need to be on the show.
and
Yeah,
can I
maybe
just say
start a
this,
sex
guys?
podcast with
Yeah, go
her.
ahead. Go ahead, Erica.
I want the ladies to really address who Giselle is. We can talk about how beautiful Giselle is all
Mm.
day long, but
That's
Giselle
enough
is
to
just
go.
a mean woman. She has a little kink for demeaning women and sort of picking women apart, especially when they have more than her. If she is ever intimidated by looks, how they dress, the money they have, the lifestyle, their marriage, Giselle goes in for the kill. And I think that none of these women, I can't believe that none of these women are picking this up on her. And even if they are, they don't want to say anything. It's like they're so afraid of her. And Giselle is just that. And I don't even really talk about this a lot. When Giselle joined the show, I was like, okay, good. She gets to have her own voice. But I actually went to Empowerment Temple for a while and I saw how Giselle acted. Giselle is exactly that person that we see on television. When she
Mm.
came to church, she did not speak to anybody. She literally sat on the front row. Two or three rows behind her had to be empty. She did not want anyone around her. She did not want to speak to anyone. She was not a typical first lady. I'm not saying that you have to be this bubbly person where you have to just love people and be all over people. I also know that people can tend to kind of crowd your space. But Giselle, I want people to understand Giselle is nothing but a pretty face. She is not a nice person. She doesn't come across as a decent person. What you see on television is exactly what you get.
Mm.
I'm not trying to be mean, but you
I
sound like
hate to hear that
Kiana.
because that's my girl. But I
Your
hate to hear that
voice.
about her.
You said what?
Your voice sound like Kiana. Is this Kiana?
No.
No, she don't
Playing.
sound like. She does
No,
not sound
I'm
aggressive.
not Kiana, but I am
She,
from DC though.
you
I
don't.
am from DC.
You don't sound aggressive, baby. You don't sound aggressive. What's good, Ali? What you want to talk about?
Wendy, 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 Wendy. I've
Mm.
been saying from day one, Wendy's full of shit. Ever since she
Mm.
told that story about how she got her name, how her father worked at Wendy's,
Sure.
and I'm like, wait a minute, weren't you born in Nigeria? Was there a Wendy's in Nigeria back in the 80s? Probably not. But then we find out that she had a stepfather and her real father was a deadbeat. And I'm like, how did your father provide for you and name you Wendy, but he was never in your life? So none of this shit doesn't make any sense
Well,
to
she
me
said
at
that she.
all.
I think she said that he worked at Wendy's and then he sent for the family to come back, right?
No, she never
Oh.
mentioned that part. It never made
Mm.
any sense. Remember how there was this confusion on where she was born because of that
Mm.
story? People started picking up on or realizing she was born in Nigeria once she had that beef with NECA.
Mm.
So she,
Oh, okay. Is her real name Wendy then? Does she have another
no, no,
pseudonym?
no, her name is Wendy. You know, she's
Oh, yeah,
Christian,
that
so
makes
more than
sense.
likely she would have like a Christian name, but she
But
just her story never made sense. And to
so her
have
mama.
four,
So her mama names her after a white woman, but we the lost.
No, her father
but
named her.
Can
That's
I
what she was saying.
yeah,
and let
Still.
me say something about Wendy. Um, the thing is, y'all really went up for Wendy because she had 4 degrees, and y'all made it seem like Wendy was the best thing to get on the show because she was so smart, she was intelligent. Now she can ready to go to jail. So
They went
yeah.
up.
And having the four
now,
degrees is insane. You don't need 4 degrees.
well,
like,
well, the people thought she needed 4 degrees to
like
be on.
to get a
I didn't
PhD, all
understand
you
why.
need is a all you need is a bachelor's degree to go right into a PhD program. You don't need a master's. You don't
But
need
that's
any in between.
but that's
You
why the
go
people
right
went
into
up.
the program.
But that's why the people went up for Wendy, and they loved it when she told Ashley, "Oh, people like you called me doctor. We call you criminal now because you're a criminal."
Oh,
Mm.
So like
Felon.
she
a
bullshit.
felon with 4 degrees and 18 felonies. So It is what it is when it comes to Wendy. She having a flop season. The producers are in on it. They working with the FBI. I ain't never see Wendy talk about money like this.
And
Thank you.
I feel like we need to get our foot off of her mother's neck. Her mother was 150% right in that scene.
Yes, she was.
Wendy knows better than to put her
Agreed.
finger or raise her voice as an African into your mother in front on camera in front of strangers.
It's
Like,
black
girl.
period. It's black period. It's black anything.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you
what's
don't do that to
crazy
your
to
mama.
me, like I don't know if I'm going to offend some people, but like like the Black American Wendy stands, I don't know a single Black American household where you could point your finger at your mother and she'll be
Mm-mm.
like, "Oh, it's cool." No, that's
Mm-mm.
disrespecting a Black American home, West Indian home, African home. Like, what is this? But these people have cognitive dissonance, and they're like, "Oh no, we don't. Oh, if it was me, she'd be disrespect. I would kick her out my house. You're kicking your mother out of your house, really? No one does that.
That's true. Wendy's
You
let the
know,
situation go to her
like
head.
people used to get whooped for less, and now all of a sudden it's acceptable to point your finger in her face. But that whole scene, Wendy set that up. She knew she probably planned for a moment. I think she's bringing her father into this her story to add him on as a storyline because the man you went all the way to Africa, that man didn't even show up for you. Now all of a sudden you want this relationship with him and it's basically like she's kind of blaming her mother for it. Like the dude hasn't been poop
Mm.
the whole time. Like come on.
I told Gabor this the other day. They having a reunion. The reunion's already been filmed. What y'all gonna talk about outside of Stacey and Angel? Because all roads
Yeah.
lead back to Stacey and Angel.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
true.
road
That's
Angel,
very
leads back
Angel
to-
true.
should have been first seed. Angel
Haven't
should have
you
been first
guys-
seed alongside with Stacey because the thing is with Giselle them, what they don't realize that they did is they made the season about Stacey and Giselle. I mean,
I'm
Stacey and
sorry.
Angel.
Yes.
They made the season about Stacey and Angel. But let me read these super chats and we got 3 minutes. Thank you for the super chat, Gene. He said Bobby and Angel can go play in the woods. They got a lot of woods to play in. They got 36 acres, beloved.
36.
36.
We heard about it 36 times last night.
Well, you
gonna
should
keep
have.
them
You're
lit.
gonna hear about each acre.
Yes.
Thank you for the super chat, Nitwit 713. She said
Well, where
Giselle
is
is
the
every
water?
Creole looking woman from Louisiana whose family has money. Thank you for the
Yeah.
super chat, Nitwit 713. I think that
She not beating that
And don't
stereotype.
forget to add on to, I think Erica said it about Giselle. If I said your name right, don't forget Giselle was down there in the church parking lot fighting over Jamal. I'll never forget
Did
that
my
story.
sound go out again?
Oh,
no, we can hear
Yeah, we
you.
can't. She can't hear us. That happened to me too.
Yeah, I can't hear
Yeah,
y'all.
I
I'm
had
a
to like
refresh.
drop off and come back in.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah. I came to the church when kind of like just they were still together, but a few years later they actually got a divorce. So the fight is like something new to me, but I just know what I saw when I was there, and she just
Did
was
she
not
run
an.
any classes or any like organizations where y'all were
Um,
able to speak to her?
Not that I know. The only thing that I know that she was pretty much active in was the fact that she would write letters of recommendation for like people who were like her sorors, like getting jobs or stuff like that. She would do
She
that.
wrote recommendations. Oh wow.
Giselle
Mhm.
didn't want to be a
Can I
first lady.
say
She wanted to be with somebody who had money.
Right. Yeah.
Just like Monique didn't want to be a wag. She wanted to be with somebody who had money so
Mhm.
she could get bid to lay in. Same thing with Ashley. Those
Mhm.
girls want money. That's why they can't take the fact that
It's crazy. I can only
Angel
hear
has to go over to her husband and say, "Hey, you may have had other plans. The girls have wanted me to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
What we doing?" They can't handle that.
But you guys are forgetting Chris was so doting to Monique, and I don't want to bring it back to this because I want to really take y'all advice about like bringing it back to the girls. But
Yeah.
he did dote on Monique when they were together, and then we find out it's a whole
Did he?
different side to him. So I'm not saying, but
But
I'm
that's what Monique
saying
signed up for,
I
Amy.
wouldn't believe
That's what
everything.
Well, you
Monique
know what? I was
Monique
kind
was
of
never in love
surprised
with
that
Chris.
Monique was even like, oh, why do you have to ask your husband? Because if you remember, like back in the day, Monique used to say all the time, I need to talk to Chris. I need to ask Chris. I need to talk to Chris. So I was kind of surprised that Monique kind of went there with Angel because she used to do the same thing with her husband. It's like, oh, now you forgot that you were in a marriage and you did ask Chris about certain things.
Because
You
they're trying
remember
to
when?
paint this
Yeah.
narrative of Bobby that he's this black, angry, aggressive man. Ashley
Yeah.
did it, and now they're doing it.
Oh, to VJ
Well,
Sauce, you ate this up to Richie B. Thank you for the super chat to VJ Sauce 205. I think this is for Richie B. He said, I would rather hear about 37 acres and 37 felonies.
I don't want to hear about. Hold up.
Was
I don't want to
fire.
hear about neither one of them because the reason why Angel is almost fell off the couch when Cameron comes on, if you look at when they played the video, is because she only shined this last episode. The whole season was a flop with Angel.
Who?
Angel,
When you got all the girls coming at you, what you gonna do?
rise up. What?
Who
Gabor, who used to say rise up? Who used to say that? Rise up. Oh, that was Ocho Cinco mom.
Oh, I'm about
She
to
used to be
say
like, rise
somebody
up.
in the civil rights movement.
That was Ocho Cinco mom.
Oh, I'm
when,
sorry, y'all. I didn't see Ali and Lovely Mo. I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
So Angel only, and for real, she had this great metamorphosis only because she's on home turf and she got all her friends looking the girls up and down, and she put them in that house an hour and a half away, which is a fatal flaw because
It is a flaw, though. I will say
Yeah.
that. I like Angel, but that's
number
horrible.
one, all the girls are going to be getting together on you in this house, and number two, Giselle getting ready to sabotage a trip because they're going to the Four Seasons or wherever they're going, and you're like, oh no, you're not, and they're like, yes, we are. So you should have stayed in that house with them if that's what you were going to do, Angel. You so busy trying to be smart that you're not even really thinking. And another thing, when she said I gotta ask my husband, it's because she really don't want to go with y'all. She just said that. Oh, let me check on my husband. She don't want to go to the house with y'all, with them. So
You know that
y'all,
water not working.
y'all blaming the husband and he's so abusive. It's couples. They just talked about this on the JBP. Couples all the time blame stuff on each other to get out of stuff. So
Yep.
y'all reading like
Yeah.
way too deep into
Well, I
what
didn't
y'all
say
saying
that.
about
I will
Bobby.
say this too. Kudos to Giselle and Ashley because they did exactly what they set out to do. And that was to not let Angel shine at all this season. We wanted to see Angel's lifestyle and all of that. And she showed us absolutely nothing other than her being hurt by everything that this group did. So they got what they wanted.
That's true.
So I disagree with that because if they to outshine, they keep talking about the girl.
Well, yeah, they do. Yeah.
So my thing is like, I get what you're saying, but they keep talking about her. And for us to forget
But-
about Angel, stop talking about Angel. Stop saying she did every chance they get, she a catfish, she evicted. Why you get so offended when I say eviction? Giselle couldn't wait to run back and say, oh, the girl didn't got evicted. Wendy sat her ass up there and lied within the first 5 minutes of the episode. It went from a you live in DC, I live in the DMV. We already know you can't get you really can get gas for $1,000.
Right.
So you to sit there and say, oh, it went from 50,000 to 14,000. It went from 2,000 to 3,000 to 1,000. And now you don't want to call the realtor, but then get mad at Stacy talking about TJ. That's two different subjects, Wendy. You didn't want to call the realtor because you had lied. So those girls really didn't. They're actually putting the spotlight on Stacy and on Angel, which is making everybody kind of whether you like Angel or not, or like Stacy or not, you're automatically saying, hold up. All y'all ganging up on these two girls? Come on now. Y'all doing way too much now. And, and on top of that, y'all not even sharing nothing about what y'all got going on in y'all personal lives.
How about this? Angel has been so unremarkable this whole season that y'all seem to have forgot that she was in with the in crowd effing with Stacy and all the girls. She was on Team Giselle and all of them until
that was only one time.
Let me finish. Until Giselle said, "All right, I'm gonna get off Stacy because basically what we doing is not working." And then they got on Angel.
When she get off Stacy, because she's still on Stacy.
She announced that she was going to get off Stacy, but she said that on Wendy.
Though.
Is that who she said that on Wendy and said that? And all the girls kind of stood down after that. When when they said Kiana was too aggressive and I'm not going to meet with her, who said it? Stacy. They kind of left Stacy alone after that, and then they moved focused on Angel. But y'all, they was not messing with Angel the whole season. So
they were.
I want them to get on Tia. That's what I want them to get on.
They started messing with Angel when they went to Nevis.
Yes, the catfish comment. That's where it started at.
And that was episode 4 or 5.
They was picking
episode 14.
To me, my opinion, they was picking with her, and that's back then. I knew.
Well, they really did it. They
didn't fuck with her. Sorry,
they really did it. They really started it with before they went to Preakness.
Yeah, they was picking with her, and to me, that told me, okay, Giselle really is jealous of the girls with the athlete husbands that don't have to work. Because before it was like, is she with Monique? Because Monique is unlikable, so it's like, I don't know, but now we know. I know for sure. Like that's because Angel didn't do anything to you. Like she was whatever, but it was a little bit of picking. They were full throttle at Stacy until they said, "All right, well we're gonna like Trump first. We all on Venezuela. Now I'm focusing on Iran. It's like that. I still got beef. I still got this shit over here in Venezuela, but we messing with Iran now, and that's Stacy. Like, and she was a flop.
But
Thank
they're
you.
still on
Yeah, we gotta
Stacey because
go.
Ashley is
Okay.
saying in the comments, "Oh, girl, you lying. You still lying. Your lies catching up with you." They still messing with Stacey. The person who's doing the dirty work now is Tia. Tia
Mhm.
the one that's doing the dirty work, but they still messing with her.
Tia hasn't had them come at her all this season, and
No,
I
she has
wonder
not
why.
Not at all.
because she came in through Giselle, and
Mhm.
those girls are not going to say nothing to her because Giselle about her on the line, baby. Because
Mhm.
Giselle about her on the line, and Giselle will cancel the whole line if they mess with her with
Well,
her
the line be
with her
canceled
pen.
then.
Yes, it would have been canceled because I would have went in their whole minds. Thank you for the super chat, Gene. He said, "How Gabor Angel was a flop." I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, Gene is becoming a little troll, isn't he?
he.
Yeah, yes, Angel is a flop, but to be bullying the girl and then to make it seem like she can't do nothing without Bobby is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She
we gotta
can.
go.
Well, thank you,
No
Gabor.
problem. Thank y'all so much for coming up, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. I thank y'all for coming
And
up
look,
too. I'm
look,
gonna probably drop the link a little bit more often, y'all. But y'all have y'all have not
we
all
maxed it
y'all.
out.
Privileges.
We
And the
gotta.
Real Housewives of Potomac, they are not poor. The Real Housewives of Potomac are not poor. What we see
Let
on
them know.
TV, that is not Potomac at
Let
all.
them
Thank
Like,
you,
know.
All right.
Gabor. Thank you for having us up
not at
here,
all.
No
Gabor.
problem. No problem,
All
y'all.
right.
Thank you so much, Gabor. I appreciate you dropping the link.
No problem, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow for Married to Medicine.
Bye bye.
Adios. Bye.
Bye.
Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it.